Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. It's Trey, and I want to talk about Superman and Lois. There's like some good news and a little bit of bad news all at the same time with Superman and Lois. First off, episode 2 was cool. I liked it. I enjoyed it. I understand Luthor a little bit more. You know how I was adamant about I don't really want to see an alternate reality take on Lex Luthor, but it doesn't even look like he is Luthor. It looked like his last name just might just be Luthor as a callback to try to get us excited about the series. But seeing what we saw at the end, where he comes from a world where Superman is evil and he got trapped on our world or something like that, and he thinks our Superman is going to become that, is an interesting storyline. So, okay, I'll let that one slide. But also, good news is that it's the most top watched CW show, and it did very well streaming services wise. So that's good news as well. You see what happens when you give people a good show. You see what happens when you give the fans something they actually want. You get good results. So it's really cool to really see that we're getting a Superman show. It does have its issues. I'm not saying it's 100% perfect, but it's giving me Superman, the Superman that I've been wanting for a long time that we haven't gotten in a while. You know what I'm saying? Every time we're getting close to that, WB puts his foot in his mouth and, destroys what little we got. And even DC comic books, we finally got Superman back to what Superman should have been in the comic books, just for Brian Michael Bendis to come and destroy it after 5 years of Superman being a hot mess with the New 52. We finally get Superman doing something right with Superman Rebirth, and then Brian Michael Bendis screws it all up again. It's just like they'll give us one successful Superman thing just to give us 500 shit craps of Superman stuff, and that's really sad, to be honest, to really kind of see that stuff. But another thing that I want to talk about is that we have Nadia Tucker, a writer off of Superman and Lois, who's a black writer and stuff like that, and she wrote for Superman and Lois. And while the show is on its high, can't everything's working for it, and then here come this helpful accusing the show of racism and all that nonsense or whatever, just because she got fired, even though she completed her full seasonal contract of writing the show. They just didn't renew you for season 2, because they probably didn't renew your little crazy behind, because you had all of that diversity bullcrap push that nobody asked for. No offense, the show takes place mostly in Smallville, so Midwest, you're not really going to see that much diversity if you really want to get really technical. But to want to advocate for, oh, I wanted Clark's parents to be diverse. I wanted there to be some more female characters, Me Too movement stuff, and more black characters in the show or whatever and stuff like that. And they didn't seem like they wanted to, take any of my ideas or whatever and stuff like that. My thing is, if you're complaining about the show or whatever and stuff like that, why you didn't take your name off of the show? Your name is still in the credits, girl. That's my thing that I'm talking about. You radical weirdos. You radical black people who really don't care about these characters, but want to talk about diversity or whatever and stuff like that, and then get mad that every show or everything doesn't involve LGBT, black people, diverse people of color or whatever and stuff like that. And God forbid the black characters to be villainous. Okay, and not every white character has to be villainous, just like not every black character is going to be villainous neither. But you can't think that because they're part of another community that's not white, that they're not allowed to be anything but good or standoffish or, little bitches. To be honest, because that's what you guys do with your males, and I'm surprised you didn't do that in this show, where you had the quarterback that John is dealing with in high school. He's a man. Thank goodness, finally we don't have little bitch boys, because it seems like y'all like to turn black guys into little bitches. I think the only one that's not a bitch is John Diggle. Oh, and Black Lightning, of course, but that's the whole cast. The whole cast ain't full of bitches anyway. That's a whole black cast that they pretend like, oh, we're for diversity, but then don't put no time and effort into Black Lightning anyway. But okay, that's another thing. Basically, what she's trying to do, she's over here trying to virtue signal on Twitter and trying to like throw out this little thing to try to get Superman and Lois, I guess, canceled or something like that from her tweets about, oh, I was no longer asked to write for the show. I was let go. And I think it's because they didn't like how much I was advocate about, adding diversity and Me Too movement jokes and all that kind of nonsense. It's just like, baby, nobody cares about your wants, your needs, to be honest. Your job is to tell a good story that revolves around Superman and Lois. If you can't do that, bye. There's the door. You probably aggravated them. That's what you did. They needed success. This SJW nonsense, this, oh, we need everything to be diverse or whatever, stuff like that, does not work and it does not sell. That's why we got crap like Batwoman, Supergirl season 6 and 7. I mean, 5 and 6 that's about to come up too. That, because God knows that's probably might be crap too. And then you got Greg Perlecki over there virtue signaling as well. Like, enough with the bull crap. Like, Tucker, if you really if you're really upset about it, take your name off the credits. Don't receive any checks that DC and Warner Brothers is giving you for writing the show. Then no, you're not gonna do that. But you're gonna continue to sit up here and complain about nonsense. Maybe if you shut the hell up and actually write good stories, you probably wouldn't be in this nonsense. You came in there with an agenda. People didn't like what your things was. Not everybody's going to like everything you do, and just because you're black, that doesn't mean it's racism. If I don't like your stuff, if people don't like my stuff, it's not because I'm black. It's probably because it wasn't good, or it's because it wasn't up to snuff for them. Your writers, your directors, your lead writer or whatever, stuff like that, they don't have to like your ideas. If they don't agree with your ideas, they don't agree with your ideas. You can write the script or you can write a draft or something like that and you can turn it into them or whatever. But if they don't like it, they don't like it. And for you to go out here and cry wolf about the show to try to start up some controversy just because you mad that you got fired from a job, it's pathetic. And that's what I'm talking about when it comes to DC. You guys always self-sabotage Superman. Every time you have something good about Superman with anything, you panic, you freak out, and you let weirdos like this, or you let negative criticism of something make you rethink everything about Superman and destroy everything that you built on Superman. And that makes absolutely no sense. It's one of the leading shows right now because you gave people a good show. Even though I think Elizabeth Tolson could, need a boob job. She needs some titties, to be honest. She needs an ass. She needs a body. She just too skinny for a woman that had two twins. I'm sorry. It don't look like her hips broke from pushing them babies out. But that's just my opinion. I'm just saying, for me, it's like she could have been a better Lois Lane. But it's only because I've been so conditioned and so used to all of these other interpretation of Lois Lane that I felt like they were Lois. This doesn't really feel that much of a Lois, but that's neither here nor there. But anyway, it's just you got all of this good stuff going for Superman and Lois, and just Superman in general. And you guys got to keep self-sabotaging. Stop self-sabotaging Superman. Just let Superman be. Because Superman and Lois is good. The second episode, we discover more about that Jordan might have a just flicker of power or whatever. This is the first time we get to see like an argument between John and Jordan because he did give up everything. We got to see Lois be Lois Lane and was like, oh, okay, you think you're going to silence my voice about telling the truth to these people? Okay, I'm going to show you. And then she quits the Daily Planet. Never seen, you know what I'm saying? Then you see Superman literally juggling between his duty as a father and the world or whatever and stuff like that. So it's really cool to kind of see. And then we get to see these effects that, to be honest, please let that carry on to Supergirl. The budget needs to be like that. Like, you got Superman and Lois. Supergirl comes back for a final season. You need to get on it. And please, halfway through season 6, change Supergirl's outfit back to a skirt. You know, do some tweaks with it. You know, make it look like her comic book form, like her current comic book costume or anything. But that pantsuit ain't working. It doesn't look right. It looked like you took Tyler Hoagland's original Superman outfit and then gave it to Melissa and was like, here you go. It's ugly. It's ugly and it's unappealing, and it's a reason why people tuned out. I heard a lot of people tuned out from season 5 as soon as they saw that suit. They were like, they were out because it's ugly. It was ugly. It was ugly. And then you had to get on your high horses about the whole female empowerment thing. But again, I am rambling. I'm rambling. I am so sorry. I'm so sorry. I just want the CW, Warner Brothers, DC, go back on to whatever they're doing. Whatever they're doing with Superman and Lois is working. Don't listen to this retard Nadia Tucker or anybody else. Don't listen to any of the negative criticism that you're getting from Superman and Lois. That, granted, there are some negative criticism, but I'm talking about like negative criticism like what Nadia is talking about or whatever. I want this show to be amazing. I want us to have a good Superman to show that, hey, we want Superman. This is how you do Superman, and get Henry Cavill back up in Superman. I don't want to see no alternate black version of Superman, no matter if it's Val Zod or Henry Cavill. I mean, Henry LL, whoever. I don't care. President Superman. I don't want to see them. I want to see Henry Cavill back in the Superman suit. Thank you. Please and thank you. Whatever you're doing for Superman and Lois, put that in the script. Put Henry Cavill in it. Bam, you got a seller. You know. And that's it. That's all you got to do. But yeah, those are my thoughts about the whole Superman and Lois thing. Oh, before I go, I forgot. Superman and Lois is also going to be on a hiatus after their 5th episode, I believe. And then that's when Supergirl premieres or whatever for the time because of COVID reasons, I believe. And then you're going to have Supergirl in that time slot. I just prayed with Supergirl season 6, it'll match what her cousin is doing and show that you can make a good superhero show without the bull crap. But that's just my opinions. But yeah, those are my thoughts. Tell me what you guys think in the comment section below, and I'll catch you guys later. Peace out.